Welcome to the Smokin Brothers kitchen. Today we're going to be talking about brisket, how to do a beef brisket on the Smokin Brothers BBQ Grill. First of all, there's several things about a brisket that you want to be aware of. One, a lot of people will buy a brisket and they'll generally just buy the flat. And that flat is usually a piece about this big, and it's this section right here. Now, the problem with buying just the flat, it's very critical getting the temperature right on that. You got to watch the temperatures really close. If it goes over a set point, which is 160 degrees, you've actually almost ruined that brisket. You want to make sure to catch it before it hits 160, and you want to wrap it tight in foil. So what we're going to do first today, we're going to go ahead and put a little plus the kitchen sink on it. And now what we're going to do is put a little, I'll put this on there pretty heavy. And again, you want to press the seasoning into the brisket. You don't want to rub it, you want to actually press it in. Get it nice and down into those fat crevices. Then take it, go on the side as well. Be sure you get the side up, get that good and seasoned. Now I always rinse my brisket off before I go to season it, then I pat dry with a paper towel. And now you go ahead and get that side as well. Get it good and seasoned. Now also, once I get this done seasoning, we will let it sit for an hour before we do anything with it. But in that hour, I'm gonna have my grill turned on and it'll be smoking at 180. I like doing my briskets to start out at 180. And I'll put them on there. And you always go fat side up on our briskets. This is our Other Than the Kitchen sink that's going to be available. We're producing it right now. It's a prototype bottle that we have. You marry this in with Plus the Kitchen sink for a brisket, but Other Than the Kitchen sink is going to be used for your steaks, your hamburgers. It's designed specifically to be with beef. Be sure you hit all the spots with it. Flip it back over. Be sure to hit the top of it. Now what we're going to do, we're going to let this sit on the counter, and we're going to let it kind of just sit there and get the moisture build up and let the seasonings really get into the meat. And you also want to let that beef brisket get up to close to room temperature. That's why we're going to leave it sit out for about an hour. But my grill is on right now at 180, and we're going to go put this on there after about an hour. All right, sat here for an hour. So now we're going to take it out and put it on our grill. All right, we're gonna set this on the grill. The grill's been warming up to 180. Put it on there, fat side up. We're gonna shut the lid. Then 2 hours, we're gonna come back outside. We're gonna turn the grill up to 225, then go back inside and wait. We wanna wait until the internal temperature is up to 160. Between 155 and 160 is the perfect temperature to wrap your brisket. All right, now we're out here. We're gonna go ahead and turn this grill up to 225. It's been 2 hours. We've got a good amount of smoke in there. Again, I'm smoking with 100% cherry pellets and 100% mesquite pellets, about a 1/3 mesquite and 2/3 cherry. So now we're gonna leave it at 225 until it reaches 160 degree internal temp. If you catch it around 155, 157, that's close enough. You can wrap your brisket tight in that. All right, we've temped our brisket. We've got our foil ready. It's 160 degrees on the flat and on the point. So I'm gonna set this stuff over here. Set the brisket out just like that. Take my second piece of foil, put over top like that. Get a nice start there on the fold. Same thing over here. Roll that up tight into itself. Then we'll flip this up, set it inside there, inside the pan to catch any juices that may come out of that foil. And then we're going to go ahead and foil it one more time. I'm going to put that back in there. We're going to turn it up to 250. And then we're probably going to come back and we'll check this in about 2 hours. It should be about 195. We're looking for about 201, 202 is what we're looking for. All right, been going for about 2 hours now. At 250, we're gonna go ahead and check it. See, we're a little over 200 there, and we're about 209 there. We're a little over on this end, but it's perfect. We're gonna go ahead and pull it off. And we're gonna take this inside and let it rest. All right, we let our brisket rest for 30 minutes. Now normally I'll put this in an oven or some controlled environment in order for it to rest. I'm gonna go ahead and take the top layer off of foil. Then you go ahead and open it up. See all that juice that's down in there. Now this is gonna be very warm, so you wanna be careful how you do this. Now, over here is actually where the flat is. Up here is where the point is. There's a muscle, there's a line of fat right on that brisket where you can just slice it right off and get your point out of the way. Again, you want to be careful because this is very hot. This is where I always take something to kind of hold up that part of the brisket. And now this is the flat of the brisket that I'm getting ready to pull out of the pan. I've got a cutting board I'm going to set it on. Now you can do this a couple ways. I like taking the brisket, you can kind of see where that line up here is still part of the point. And as I pull in there, you can kind of see how it starts to separate. Right in there with that fat line right through there. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull this off and set it over here on the cutting board. We'll set this aside. Now when you're cutting into your brisket, you can see that smoke ring that I got into. That's nice from the cherry, the 100% cherry we use with the 100% mesquite pellets that we use as well. It's nice and warm. Now you always want to cut against the grain. You want to get a nice sharp knife, kind of go off. Now you got a lot of juice trimming down. Usually that's from the steam building up in the pan. Now if you want to take this brisket and cut it nice and thin, what I usually do is put it in the refrigerator overnight and let it sit. Right in here, you can feel I'm still getting some of that point off of it. You can just see how I'm just kind of lifting up almost that whole section. Actually, the point of it actually even started right in there. You can see that little line of fat right there. That's what separates your flat, your flat from your point. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And we continue to cut your slices. Like I said, you always want to go against the grain. And here's a nice smoke ring piece right there. Here's some more. Nice deep around the outside. That's what you're looking for. Now the other thing you kind of want to do, see how it kind of wants to just tear apart and not just shred? That's what you're looking for. Well, that's a good brisket. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this helps your brisket cooking. If you ever got any questions, join us on SmokinBrothers.com or give us a phone call at 1-877-GRILL.